Hello everyone, welcome to a Mortal Kombat 1 HAVIK character guide. Before we begin, if you do enjoy, please drop a like and subscribe, it helps me out a lot. Either way, let's get right into it. So, with HAVIK, I want to start out in general his game plan. So, HAVIK has a lot of different projectiles and meterless combos, actually. He is rather slow, however. You'll see that with a lot of his moves. For example, his 2-2, one of his really good strings, is very slow. One of his specials, I think Give Me a Hand, is very slow. Just down back one. It's very, very slow. In fact, it's armored. Without even meter burning, it's armored. So there is that. However, HAVIK does sport some very good range with a lot of his neutrals, like neutral moves, and in general just his specials and everything he has. So with that, let's start off with his pokes. He has obviously his down one, which is a very simple down one. I'm pretty sure it's safe on block at -8, but it's obviously they take their turn back. Now we have his down 3, which is probably his best poke, to be honest. It doesn't have amazing range. Even at that, it's very safe and actually has okay range, right? Even then, we also have this one, which I believe is -12. Either way, it is unsafe, but it has really good range, as you can see. It almost reaches as you start the match. Now, I think in general, if you're going to be around this range and you're going to want to poke, you're going to want to use his sweep. Because his sweep hits from about right here, which is pretty crazy, this range. Which is, most characters aren't going to be reaching you very easily, unless it's Kenshi or something, or they have an advancing string. So I recommend back 4 very much in the neutral. Alongside that, some of his better strings. Back 2-2 is very good, because it is safe on block, and it is 2 mids. It does require some startup, as you can see, so doing it up close, that might be a bad idea. However, up close, I recommend either 1-1, which is a high to mid. And actually, funny enough, this special, the ender there, the overhead, is actually, I believe, +3 on block. So this ender is +3 on block. Plus it's an overhead. So it's a very safe string to throw out and honestly just be in a good position, right? So the other thing he has is his 2-2. His 2-2 is a string, it's an odd string because it has 3 hits. But you can cancel the second hit, which is actually very good and useful for combos, as you can see. For HAVIK, a lot of his moves, as you can see with his 1-1-2, a lot of them are overheads. He does have lows. This is a low, but I believe this is not a very safe move. Yeah, it's -15, so I don't recommend that. The only low he has that I remember being pretty good is his forward 4-3, which is safe. As you can see, it's a low, which if you have a cameo I don't know, Striker, you can use his forward 4-3 into Striker overhead, which is actually pretty decent and a decent mix-up, or forward 4 and then to overhead, or, the whole mix-up with that, right? So yeah, those are mainly the strings I feel like you're going to be using with HAVIK. Now, does he have other strings? Yeah, he has this one, which is okay. It's actually +3. So it's another string you probably should be using alongside this one. Because he has 2 plus strings. This one's actually pretty good because it advances slightly. But in terms of mid starters especially, HAVIK doesn't really have much. This is a decent move, and I think it's plus also. 2-1 is, yeah, +6. Like I said, he has a lot of plus moves, but this move tends to be the one I catch a lot of people with, right? It's really important about spacing in terms of getting that hit, but yeah, you can easily catch people with that and everything like that. So in terms of normals and strings, that's what you're going to be looking for HAVIK. Let's move on to his special moves. So with HAVIK's special moves, he has not a lot of special moves, actually. So starting off, he has this Neoplasm. I believe it's called, yeah, just Neoplasm. And it is an okay special. It's back forward 1. It is a projectile that can go full screen, actually, as you can see. And he can actually move after it. So if you're actually smart about it, you can combo right after it hits, if you get that set up. But what it's mainly used for, this regular Neoplasm, is for combos. As you can see, just something very simple like that. It pops up when you hit them really close to you. Starting back here, we also have the enhanced version, which basically, it's weird because it pops up from any part of the screen. It's a mid, but it kind of is a fake out. If you do it enhanced one from canceling, you can see it won't actually hit. Like that, and then, I don't know, just something with that. So, yeah, like I said, the enhanced version is meh at best. It is very plus. I think this is, okay, so I think this is the best part of the enhanced version, right? It is apparently, I'm not sure if this is a bug, but it is apparently plus 75 on block. So, like I said, the enhanced version is amazing, but at the same time, you could get some cool setups with that, right? Like, you could easily have, I don't know, just do a launcher into the enhanced version of that. Then you have pressure, and then you can either combo or, you know, get really plus on block. Either way, we got Helping Hand, which I would say is probably his worst special, or at least, it's not great. It's -5 on block, so it's safe, right? So you can throw it out if you know that they can't react or something like that. The regular version does change if you get hit. So for example, there, right there. So as you saw, I got hit. It has armor, as you saw. It has armor. But if you get hit, all it does is just a knockdown. If you don't get hit, however, it's ready for a full combo. The armor is very useful though, because it is also your armor move when you get up. It's your armor move for if you get knocked down. So let's do that real quick. And as you can see there, it's and it sets up for a full combo. Can't get that, but so as you can see, it's a good move, right? It's good. It's just very niche in the scenarios. You have to utilize its armor, otherwise it will become basically useless. Because it's so slow. It's very punishable if you whiff it. So yeah, it's an okay move, right? Just use it at your own caution, essentially. Bloodbath, though. Bloodbath is actually really interesting. So as you can see right there, it's just a normal grab into like a throw. Which, by the way, it doesn't act as a grab. It is a high. So you can't, like, on block. It's death, basically. I believe it is, yeah, -22 on block. So it's very unsafe. But you can even just use it as, see, as part of a combo. Which doesn't sound that good because you get barely any damage. But if you get the enhanced version in the middle of a combo, boom, you have this like umbilical cord thing attached. If you use the special again, it literally stuns them for a long stun and you can get a full combo. Enhanced version does cost 2 bars of meter, but that's obviously because it's an unblockable combo starter. So yeah, you can see the strength in that, right? It does balance the damage, right? You can see there I got less damage than I normally would be, than like this, for example. It doesn't stay forever. Very short time, in fact. Let's see right here. See, yep, it's already gone. It goes away rather quickly. Now, moving on to probably one of my favorite projectiles. It's very slow. See, but it launches for a full combo. But this is the kind of thing where, like, you're gonna have to do it when you're safe, right? So, for example, you could do it to end combos instead. So, like, maybe it hits the person, and then you have a full combo. But yeah. So yeah, HAVIK really benefits from these projectiles. I have had matches where, boom, 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 and like you just kind of go in, right? So there's a lot of times where these moves can actually be really useful in terms of just overwhelming your opponent, right? Now, the enhanced seeking is very weird. It's 2, and it pops up twice. As you can see, it does decent damage. It does about 120, I think it says. But either way, that one is decent, but let's move on to, most of the time, what you're going to be using as a combo ender. If you're going to be using any special as a combo ender, it's going to be this one. And there you go. So as you can see, 28% meterless, not bad, right? Mid-screen meterless. It's low, but it's not, you didn't use many of your utility and stuff like that. You didn't use your bar, you didn't use anything like that, right? Moving on, let's move on to his cameos. I want to talk about his cameos and then do a final wrap-up on how the character works. So, moving on to his cameos. I have chosen 2 cameos that I have personally used quite a bit, but there are many options for Havik that work really well. I have chosen Serena for my main one here, and Darius for the other Havik I'll show in a second here. So Serena is pretty obvious, right? Everyone knows this into the back Serena move is really good, right? And it combos. So Serena can be useful in the corner. So let me get in the corner here. Here we are. So in the corner you can do something like this, right? And now they're burning meter, right? So it's pressure and stuff like that. But the main use you're going to be using is this move, the combo extender. And boom, 33%. That's not optimized, I gotta say. It's still early in the game. It's not completely optimized, but there's a framework for you in terms of a decent damage combo mid-screen with Havik. If you're gonna use 2 cameos in one combo, do this. That's a bad ender, but you know, almost 40%, right? For 0 bar, mind you. And like, I don't know, I just uppercut just because it does damage. It's not a good ender really, but either way, that's an example right there on how you can use her cameo actually twice in a combo, and it can extend it ridiculously well. Let's talk about Darius. Darius is another cameo that, to be honest with you, isn't amazing with Havik, but has one specific combo that is very, very good. Hard to do, actually, in my opinion, but here. 2-2, pop up, into this, into Darius, into that, into that. So, 37%, 0 bar, right? For a very short combo, right? So, how it works is Darius has his Tornado Kick, which, as you can see, stuns the opponent for a second. Now, alongside his Tornado Kick, Darius has other moves you can use after pressing Tornado Kick. So, what I use is this one right here. Sorry. Oh yeah, so it's RB, back RB, and forward RB. Basically having a combo attack, essentially. You can also technically do the back RB, then back RB, but it does less damage, as you can see. It's better just to use this one, if you're going for combos, of course. You also can with Darius, because Havik has a low starter, this move goes overhead, and then you can... Where did Darius go? Overhead, and then you can delay it, and then he does another overhead. So, with that, you can do that, and then, like, that low overhead. Then, like, you start a whole combo and stuff, right? So, it's a little bit of a mix-up, too. It's a little hard to get used to, because you have to be holding down RB to charge it. It's like I'm holding down RB, letting go. So, like, it's a little odd, but it's definitely something you can get used to. Hello, everyone. Post-production Catacon here. I just wanted to do a quick narration for this part, because of the fact that the video went a little too long. But, anyways, I want to just preface with Havik. The cameos that really excel with him, or at least that I've experienced really well in, is stuff that basically will continue combos on the ground. The issue with Havik is that his combos really only pop up, and there's nothing that freezes, nothing that, stops them in place. So, in that, like Scorpion Spear, Frost freeze, or, Sub-Zero's freeze, he doesn't have anything like that. And those things lend really well in order to extend combos, especially mid-screen. Now, that's why Serena was really, really good, alongside some of her just general utility. But Frost, as you've seen in the footage now, is really good mid-combo because of her forward cameo, in which she frees the opponent. And you can do that by doing the 2-2 into freeze into, like, the full combo. Alongside that, she also obviously has setups, as you're seeing in the background right now. And that can also be really done well with Frost. Alongside that, I also had Scorpion. Scorpion mainly is just used for in a similar way that everyone else uses it. So since Havik mainly pops people up, in order to extend combos, you can use Scorpion's Fireball, close Fireball most of the time. And using the close Fireball, you can do the 2-2 into the pop-up, into either forward 1-2 or into 2-2 into the Scorpion cameo, and then once you do that, then you can finish up the combo. Like you do a jumping jumping string, and then it pops them back up, and then finish the combo. So characters like that in general are just really good, because while HAVIK has really good combos for 0 bar, he doesn't get crazy damage like someone like Raiden or Reptile or so, you know, like some of the more fleshed out characters as of posting this video. But either way, those characters work really well, and I also want to show you all real quick a cool few combos with them and with different cameos, including one with Goro that I actually really think is really fun. But yeah, go ahead and check that out, and thank you guys for watching, and let's get to the end of this. If you made it this far into the video, I just want to thank you all for watching. Especially please drop a like and subscribe. It really helps a lot. Have a lot of recent growth recently. And yeah, if you want to see more Mortal Kombat 1 videos, they're bound to happen. So yeah, if you're interested, then yeah, go, you know what to do. And I'll see you guys later. Bye, and yeah, be good people.